is happening, people? Well, as y'all know, here in the state of North Carolina, bow season comes in September 7th. And we're going to do some bow hunting this year. I hadn't bow hunted in about 3 years. And so I'm a little late getting some spots fixed up. So anyway, you can see here in the back, I put out some corn under this big oak tree right here. And if you look around, there's another big oak tree here in the background. It's a couple of them, and they produce acorns every year. And so I've always got deer up here feeding under these acorns. So I'm going to enhance this with a little bit of corn on the ground. But what I wanted to show you is we're going to call this our barn door deer hunt. So I'm going to utilize this old barn behind me. So use what's available to you when you're hunting. And so from this barn door out to where I hopefully to get a shot, it's about 20 yards, a good close bow shot. So you can see this old barn behind me. And we're going to be right inside of that door. Now this is the first time I've been down here in about a year to check it out. So we're going to look inside and see what it looks like. So as you can see, it's some old chairs and stuff in here. And so I'm going to get in here and I'm going to take a look. And I'm going to move some of this stuff around, and I'm going to look for a snake in there while I'm there too. I brought my flashlight. Anyway, so you can see behind me kind of where that oak tree is. That's kind of what we'll be looking at. So let's go inside and look around. So you can see that even though I'm sitting in the barn, so you can see that's a pretty good view for a deer to come up. I may try to put the corn more so back in here, and they'll put it out about 25 yards. So maybe in a couple of weeks we'll be able to shoot us a deer out of this. I'm not going to be picky. I only took one deer during the regular season last year, and so I need some deer burger really bad. And so hopefully we'll get to take a big old fat doe. And we only have 2 buck tags, so I'm going to be pretty particular on my buck tags. So anyway, hey, I got the corn out, and we're going to go over here beside of the cornfield now and check out another spot and see what it looks like. Hey, see you in a minute. So, see this cornfield right here behind me? See how it runs? I'm right at the corner of it. Behind me is this long tobacco field. And the deer have some trails coming out of this block of woods, coming into this cornfield. Now, they really hadn't moved into the cornfield really well. I hadn't walked around in there a lot to see if they were feeding on the corn, but I know more than likely they are. So I came down here a couple of days ago and I bush hogged. All this area you see behind me was full of bushes. It kind of looked like that behind me. So I took the bush hog and kind of cleared out this corner, because more than likely this is where I've got a tobacco field here. The deer are not going to come across this open field. They're going to either come up the edge of this wood line, pop out right here on this corner, or either they're going to come from this wood lot that's actually behind me. So when you're setting up your bow stand for the season, take all these things in consideration. Now, you can see it's 2 pretty good pines there. Not sure which one I'm going to set up in. Now behind me is south, this way is north. So I'm right on top of the ridge. Most of the time in the evening, as the cool air settles down, the wind goes pushing down the bottom. So I'm anticipating, even though I may have a southerly flow wind when I get up in the tree stand, as the evening gets closer, deer 30 is what I call it, time for deer to start moving, the wind should actually shift and start blowing this way. So I have several trails in these woods, where the deer are coming to this cornfield. So hopefully my scent trail will be flowing this way, and I can get at a shot of the deer. Actually, it's one good trail actually comes out right up under the tree stand. So anyway, and you may say, why did you put corn beside of a cornfield? Well, I'm going to enhance this corner a little bit, so maybe I can get the deer to start utilizing this corner here and present me a shot. So the tree behind me where I put my camera is here. So I'm going to try to get a good idea of what's actually using this corner. Now I anticipate that I will see more bucks at this stand than I will at the barn stand. Not sure, but I'm anticipating. So over here I'm probably going to be buck hunting here. Hopefully maybe get a shot at a buck. So the deer here, I call them farmland deer. All this tobacco field, you've got the guys, the workers coming in, and they are regularly pulling tobacco. They're always around these fields, so these deer are used to human scent. They're just not used to concentrated human scent like you would produce while you were actually hunting in a stand. So anyway, hey guys, remember the bow season, get early, do some scouting. I haven't had a lot of time to scout. Hey, work a full-time job, it kind of limits you to what you do. So I wanted to put together this video this evening about these a couple of spots that I'm going to have. I want to try to make one more spot during bow season, probably after the acorns start falling real good. We won't need to hunt over any corn. We'll probably go out and find us a good oak ridge and hunt off of it. Always remember, a corner of a field is an excellent place. So this cornfield behind me, it runs west to north, makes a corner. Also got this hedgerow behind me, and deer travel from the far wood lot across this hedgerow into this wood lot. So this is just a natural funnel area for deer to cross coming in here. I've hunted these fields in here for years, and I've seen deer go back and forth across this hedgerow a lot. So this stand placement here behind me in these pines should be an excellent spot to get a shot at the deer. Not sure when he's going to cut this corn, but by us enhancing this corner here, may get a shot at a nice buck. Anyway, hope so. Hey, hopefully in a couple of weeks we'll have some footage of us maybe shooting and hunting out of this stand here. And hey, don't forget, it's a wild life, and I'll see you in the field.